Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here for the final match of pool play for the Tokyo Olympics. That is going to be South Africa taking on the USA. It's going to be a big match. We have just found out from that last result, we did see that Ireland were able to get the win 12 points to 7 over Kenya, but because of Kenya only being the 5 points behind, it does now mean that Canada, of all people, are going to be moving through to the quarterfinals, which is pretty awesome for them. And it will be interesting to see how they will go. But at this stage now, we will just have to wait and see who is going to be going through at what ranking. I guess you could say at the moment, South Africa leading just a little bit by points differential in Pool C. But it means that USA are also on 6 points. So whoever wins this game will be qualifying just that little bit higher than the opposite. But yeah, I hope you are all doing well. Hope you are all excited for this match that is just about to take place between South Africa and the USA, and then we will know exactly who is going to be playing who in the quarterfinals matchups, and it is going to be a very exciting one indeed. But if you do enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We are only probably around 4 minutes away now from the South Africa Sevens taking on, it will be the USA, and both sides have explosive runners of the ball in those back lines. The likes of Perry Baker, he is a name that gets mentioned a lot when it comes to the Sevens game, but that is not the only player that the USA have that has got pace to burn. Also, they have got in the starting lineup, we'll just have a quick look through as well, but I do see we have got someone in the chat as well. I will put the scoreboard up since we haven't quite started it. We have Oscar Wugo Freedom Birds as well. There's Katie, of course, she will be going for the US of A for this match. And yeah, we'll be interesting to see how they go. Of course, South Africa having a close game with Kenya. USA also having a close game with Kenya. Everyone had a close game with Kenya. Kenya did pretty well in this competition, that is for sure. At this stage now, we are just waiting to see who is going to be winning this last match of pool play, and then we will be back later on tonight for the other matches. They have also got the other name I was trying to think of, which I am trying to find, Carlin Isles. That is the name that I was looking for. But at this stage, as we can see, for Pool A, New Zealand qualifying top, 9 points with a points differential of plus 68. Then Argentina finishing in second in that pool with plus 45 with 7 points, Australia in third, and they are going through to the quarterfinals as well with them sitting on 5. Then South Korea, unfortunately, missing out with the minus 138 points differential. Then Fiji qualifying top of Pool B with Great Britain just behind them on the 7 points. Canada with a minus 14. They are actually qualifying for the quarterfinals. It's going to be a great opportunity for them, although they will be taking on a very tough team depending on who it will be. But yeah, hopefully they do have a decent crack like they did in that game up against Fiji originally, but then they did end up losing that one 28-14. So we may have to wait and see how it goes for them here as well. Then looking at Pool C, this is the one we are in at the moment. And the big question is it going to be South Africa or is it going to be USA who are going to be sitting top of this pool when it does finish? And we have found out that Ireland are going to be in third on 5 points, but it isn't quite going to be enough to make them to the quarterfinals. Barrett's on the New Zealand team, Barrett's on my USA team, Barrett's everywhere. Yeah, Barrett's everywhere indeed. They have got the Barrett that the US have got is Danny Barrett, which of course is no relation to the Barrett brothers here in the NZ. We have got Hay from Kyle as well, and also Let's Go Africa says Machu. It's going to be a good match. We saw a physical game of rugby, fast-paced as well, between the USA and Canada. Oh, sorry, those are two completely wrong teams. I meant South Africa and Kenya were the two that I was looking for. But at the stage now, it looks like it's still not the best day. Overcast there, but it looks like it does drain very nicely at this ground, that is for sure. And we have got field support robot. Look at him as well. It is, I wonder how much that costs to have, because I feel like it is an awesome kind of like little addition to be able to run the ball out with the with the little robot. James Dolman, assistant referee, also Damon Murphy. So a couple Kiwi and Aussies in the mix here. But they are showing the man in the number 11 jersey. I struggle with this name, I'll be honest. It is Siviwe Siswapi or something along those lines, hopefully. But then they are also showing there Falau Nuia, and he is a dangerous man indeed as well for the USA. But now the sides leading out onto the field are the captains for their teams, and this is going to be an exciting one. Good luck as well. Miss Katie Dixon says Machu. Of course, we have got an American in the chat. Have we got anyone from South Africa in the chat as well? If we do, it will be a little bit split. But at this stage, it seems like maybe more people are going for the USA. That guy looks like he's got a huge amount of strapping on his leg there. I'm just trying to see what number he is. He is number 5, which in this one is Joe Schroeder. And that looks like it looks like if he puts any more strapping on that leg, it will be completely cast. But we have also got allegedly the design Go Field support robot is a smaller version of an auto-driving bus that Toyota is designing as well. Good luck as well, says a KG in the chat. So that's pretty awesome. A self-driving bus, I feel like. I'll ask the question, would you guys sit on a self-driving bus? Do let me know. We have got, after your end of stream, after this match, are you going to keep going? I am going to be doing a quick rundown of who is going to be playing who in the quarterfinal stages. But then after that, I believe George will be coming around and we will be doing a little bit of video filming and whatnot for the Kiwi Lads gaming channel. But at this stage now, they are showing the captain of USA. How happy would he be to be able to qualify first into that pool with such a strong side like South Africa there? So all they need is a win in this match, the USA, and they would be able to do so. We are 4 seconds away from this match getting underway, and it should be a very exciting one, fast-paced one between these two sides. Both sides have a lot of speed, and they will be having to use it. I've got $2 multi-bet if Africa win, $260. Says much for $2. So that is pretty awesome indeed. But that is going to be a penalty straight away for South Africa, so a good start for them here. You could be looking at a bit of money depending on how this one goes, but now it's going to be a nice backline movement here for South Africa, and straight away now, using that pace that they used in that match up against Ireland originally, their first match of the Olympics pool play. Now it's going to be an answer to Dupree now. They've got men on the outside now. They've got JC Pretorius not able to take it though, and because of it, it does almost lead to a knock-on, but it did go backwards. Looked a little bit forward, but now it is going to be back for South Africa once again now. In the hands now of the number 10. And they are going to be trying to drive forward. Player leaving the feet, though. So now it's going to be a penalty to the USA. I read that as I have 2 million on this game as well. We always got, you should film the vids live stream. Vids on live stream. That would be cool to watch as well, says Kyle. The one slight downside of that would be the fact that normally the reason we do the videos is because there's a lot of stuff we need to cut out due to it being offensive. Normally is the way that it is. But I will run the idea by George and see whether or not he is keen to do something like that. That would be kind of cool to do, to be fair. We have us got there in the Let's Go, who we're rooting for, Kiwis, is Bacon and Isles playing Borough. They both are in this game for the USA. I feel bad, sorry, Katie, but if he's got $2 to make 260, I feel like I should be back in South Africa in this one. But at this stage now, the USA, once again, going to be using their backline. How many bets did you have to make on that one? Do let me know, but now it's going to be out the back line now for the USA. This is looking dangerous, and it's going to be Carlin Isles. He is stepping around. He almost stepped himself there. That's how quick he was going. But now it's going to be out the back line, out to Schroeder now, putting the ears back. He's done the step as well. Schroeder, he's going himself, and he scored the first try of the match there for the USA. We are going to add that to the list. Great try there for Joe Schroeder. I said that his leg pretty much was completely strapped. He looked like he was moving fine there. But Carlin Isles, if you don't trap him straight away, he is going to find a pass that can lead to a very good backline movement, and that is exactly what they did. Schroeder out on the wing, and he was able to score it. We have got there in the chat, Perry Baker, Yeet as well as Katie Dixon and Shing as well, and she is going for the US. It's a decent drop kick, but it does just miss. So it means it's only a 5-point game at this stage. It's not over yet, Machu. Very nicely done there from Schroeder with the nice extension, and he was able to get that one. Born in Indiana, they have just said he is a solid unit. Oh, they've just set aside as well, 6'5". It's almost like I'm saying something and then they are telling me exactly what I need to hear as well. Got the commentators in my ear, but at this stage now, it is going to be kicked off by the USA once again, and it is going to be Nuia who does so. Going into the hands, very nicely taken there by their number 9 there, which it is Hero, I believe is the pronunciation, but now South Africa inside of their own 22. He is a dangerous man. The left wing now, the captain as well, trying to find the gap for South Africa. Now it's going to be an answer. Pretorius, he's got a bit of toe as well, but he has been dragged down on the halfway line. And at the stage now, USA stealing that one, clean in the breakdown. And now it's going to be Schroeder once again, looking to go on the outside, decides against it in the end, and now he's just fending. And he does take it to ground. And that's something the USA look like they are keen to be doing in this match. They'll have to be careful, though, because in the match between South Africa and Kenya, they did that many times. Now it's going to be the big Barrett brother. He's not a Barrett brother, but he is going to be going quick here. He's got Dupree right on him. What a low tackle that is. And that is an absolutely brilliant tackle. But it is going to be a penalty to USA. That was a try-saving tackle right there. But now, once again, the USA straight on attack. It's going to be Nuia. Offloads it back to the number 9, just driving straight to the line, 1 meter short. and straight on the ball, and it's been ripped away, is it? Yes, it's going to be a penalty to South Africa, a metre short. Now, that is a mullet as well, says Katie Dixon. I just remade the New Zealand Sevens team as well, says Kyle. I'm actually keen to do some videos on Rugby Challenge to do with the Sevens. I'm not sure whether that's something you guys will want to see or not, because I know that maybe they would get a few dislikes because of the fact that they aren't the real matches, but I feel like these games would be pretty fun to play. Definitely if it was me and George doing so. But we will have to wait and see. But now Duprea, he did a very good job there. Branko Duprea. Actually, it was Selwyn Davids who did a lot of that work. I was calling him Duprea, but Duprea is in the number 7 jersey. And it was actually Davids who was in the number 8. So a very good work from him there. And we're going to have to wait and see. But it was in the end Danny Barrett running up the middle. Said he was a Barrett brother. I got all excited from the chat that we had pre-match. But at this stage, USA, 2.5 minutes left in this first half. They are leading this one 5-0. Is it going to be the case later on? We will have to wait and see. But now it's going to be Davids with this line-out throw. Where are they going to be going? That's the question. Going to the back now. It's going to be taken nicely by South Africa. A little bit of a loose ball, though. Davids put under pressure now. Good fend there. And now they've found a bit of a gap. Got men on the outside as well. It's going to be their number 11. Doesn't pin the ears back, though, which maybe he would have possibly, although Carlin Isles marking him, I don't know whether or not he would have been able to get past there. Now it's going to be an awkward pass taken nicely by David. So, and it's going to be a backline movement once again here for South Africa. Fires it wide out of the hands of Pretorius down the wing. And he is breaking a couple tackles, but JC Pretorius dragged down on the halfway line. Once again going back. Going to be Davids. Thought about kicking. They showed. They did a cross kick in the earlier matches. But now it is going to be an offside penalty on the halfway line now, and they are under pressure here. The USA, they haven't got numbers out there, and it's going to be now the man in the number 11 jersey, and Carlin Isles marking him up once again, offload on the inside. And it goes to their number 12, which in this one is Hans. Going out the back line, they're all pressure at this stage. South Africa, little chip in mind. It's going to be an awkward one, sitting up a metre short now, and he's going to get out. It's being taken back. And now because of it, it is going to be a 5-metre scrum. He didn't really have too many options there. Yoda Warbrick play against the Aussies. Says Immortals, I didn't actually see too much of him. If he did, they didn't mention him. I know that they had Weber, who did come on at halftime, and also I think Curry was one of the other subs. I'm not too sure whether he got any minutes. I might have to get back to you in that regard. Maybe check it at halftime. I'll have a quick wee gaze. But yeah, I don't remember hearing the name. And he didn't really have as much of an impact if he was on the field as he had in that first appearance that he had up against Argentina. That we saw him come off the bench as super sub, but 45 seconds left. They, at this stage, have a 5-metre scrum here, South Africa. So almost getting gifted a chance here to be able to score the try. It's going to be 1-on-1 here, and it is going to be in the hands of Selwyn Davis. Too quick, and he scores the try. Able to outrun the man in the number 12 jersey, Asefo. And because of it now, South Africa right back in this match. Here we go. It is going to be 5-all. It's going to be a hard drop kick to nail from the sideline, but he will try his best here. Whoever decides to take it, I believe it will be Davids who has to nail it. It's going to be a tough one, pretty much from the sideline, as close as you can get. He's going to be quite far out as well. 38 metres with 54 degrees angle. Going to be a tough one for him to be able to nail. But if he can kick this one, they will go into halftime with the lead. It's got the distance, I think. Just not quite the accuracy. Went away to the side, unfortunately, for him. We have also got Kenya. Must have really split Barrett's face. He still looks like a mummy. Poor guy as well. Nice try, South Africa. Nice try as well. Yeah, going into halftime now. It's actually raining pretty heavy at this stage. I do see it. It looks like a sunny day from this angle, but it is actually pouring down there at Tokyo Stadium, and they do actually have enough time to be able to take a kickoff here, and it hasn't gone 10, so it goes into touch. And now that is going to be halftime. 5-all. Any tips on winning games on Legendary Mode on Rugby Challenge 4? Is that for Sevens or in just general? Kyle, do let me know, because Sevens is very tough. Definitely if you've got 2 people. And Sevens on Rugby Challenge, if you've got 2 of you who are playing, me and Isaac found this out the hard way, you just pretty much can't do a lot. Unfortunately, it's one of those ones that, you get in that situation of any time you pass the ball and it hits the ground, like you can't pick the ball up. I think it's a weird glitch that they have got. But do let me know if it is the 15s or 7s. But at this stage, 5-5 in this match. Nothing splitting these two in general. I think the best thing is to remember to heavy bind. I think that's one of my kind of keys that I use, is the fact that if you press B, if you're on Xbox, which I believe you are, we're actually friends on Xbox. If you click B, and then when that first guy gets there, if you X straight away and you contest, pretty much that is the way that I get a lot of my turnovers, is you commit the man, but instead of letting him heavy bind, you click X straight away and he will rip the ball away. some of the time. You can also end up with the release. They will often say that as well. Barrett should try sevens. I'm actually a huge fan as well, says Mr. Anonymous. Is that Geordie Barrett, Bowden Barrett? What Barrett are we talking? Maybe Scott could give himself a go at sevens as well. We actually played, me and Isaac played sevens on Rugby Challenge a while ago, and we put Bowden Barrett in the, we actually put him in the New Zealand sevens side because we couldn't win just with their team. I don't think we ever released the final video of that either, unfortunately. I just rubbed the controller face down on the floor, says Katie Dixon, and Danny Barrett as well. And of course, Danny Barrett already out on the field there for the USA. It's going to be interesting this second half. I can't decide who's going to be winning this game. South Africa, when they've got ball in hand, when they're using that back line, it's been looking sharp, giving it out to the likes of JC Pretorius out on the wing. But with the USA, I don't think Perry Baker is actually out on the field yet. I believe it is at this stage Carlin Isles, and they might make the switch. I've just realized it's very far towards the window. It's actually a nice day outside here in Kiwi land. Sun's almost out, so I might actually go outside for a bit after this live stream while waiting for George to come around. I think he is on his way around after this game, perhaps. But we'll have to wait and see. I think he said 3:30 or so is when he's going to be finishing. But this is halftime at the moment. Just the 2 tries. And this one, Bowden Barrett at sevens would be a bad idea, actually, because he's not getting the number 10 or 15 jersey in the ABs, or wouldn't be a bad idea, from Immortals. Yeah, it's one of those ones that I love the factor of Rugby Challenge also that you can customize teams and add all of these players in. Like we had Bowden Barrett, Dane Coles. Who else do we have? We had a lot of good players. Akira Ioane was there as well. I think that video is on the channel. I might try and find a link to it for you guys after this match for Carlin Isles now at the back line now once again here. And yeah, Barrett has got a lot of strapping on his head, that is for sure. Oh, that's a terrible pass. It slipped through the hands of the number 7, Nuya. And he is fired up at the moment. He's not happy with his hands. And now it's going to be another chance for South Africa inside of the 22. It's pissing down in Vegas today, Kiwi Lads, as well as Machu. And yeah, it's actually raining pretty heavily at Tokyo Stadium at the moment as well. And this ball just slips straight out of his hand, unfortunately. And I feel bad for Bodie. He seems to be really struggling. And tell you what, the fact that he had those 2 black guys and also got cut in that match, I was surprised he got to play the next game. But they decided to stick with him. And that one, people saying Bodie's time in Japan made him soft as well. I don't think it made him soft. It's just the fact that it probably was an easier season on the body. So it's one of those ones, a lot of these players, if they do have injuries, the perfect place to go is Japan because it's slightly lighter contact in that regard. Like there's still some big hits, but you're also getting kind of a little bit more of a, less physical matchup. Like we saw in Super Rugby Aotearoa, 10 weeks worth of rugby, we had about 50-something injuries at least. And that one, quick tap taken now. And it's going to be now once again. Oh, it's gone through the hands of South Africa now. Only a few minutes short. And it's going to be a player leaving his feet as well. So now it's going to be a penalty to the USA. And because of it, it does now mean that they'll be able to get out of their own 22. But I think he'll get better. Give him maybe after the Bledisloe Cup, if he gives about 2 or 3 more performances, I think he will be able to have a very good kind of find his way back into the side as well. Yeah, let's go. He's hard now, playing for the Auckland Blues as well, says Machu. And that's the thing. I heard Roger Tuivasa Sheik's going to be playing for Auckland in the Bunnings NBC a little bit. So that will be another good one to watch as well. But that's going to be a big scrum. USA only a few meters out from their line now. And it is a very good tackle straight on the ball. JC Pretorius wins it straight back. And that is the perfect time to do so. Trying to get the penalty advantage. And it's going to be going again. Passes it. And now it's going to be Hans who has scored the try. And South Africa, that will be an easy 7 there for them. Machu will have a big smile on his face. Yeah, it's going to be good for you, mate. $2 to make 260. How many bets was that, put together? Do let me know, because I feel like that's very impressive. That was probably every single result right, or something along those lines, if I'm not wrong. It didn't make him soft. He just plays different style to how New Zealand need to play as well, and glad he's back. I bet he missed it, however much he enjoyed his time abroad. Yeah, I guess it's the same with Perenara. He's going to be coming back, and I think it will take him 1 or 2 extra games, kind of similar to Bowden Barrett, to get back to that Southern Hemisphere style. I know that he played a game for his club team, so maybe give him a couple weeks in the Bunnings NPC, or he might get 1 week, and then from there, kind of try and build him from there. Who does he play for, Bunnings NPC? He is a Wellington boy, I believe, if I'm not wrong. But at this stage now, 12 to the South African side and 5 to the USA. We have got All Black team with Bowden Barrett and Richie Moonga. And it is awesome. Yeah, that's an awesome combo to be able to bring off the bench as well. A player of the caliber of Bowden Barrett. Yes, people are saying he's not in the best form at the moment, but the amount of pace and the vision that guy has for a back line, can just change a game completely if you are under pressure. Oh, it's gone through the hands. Big hit there. And now once again, South Africa. And this one's going to be another try. And it is going to be Davids out on the wing. And he scores the try now for South Africa. That's another one. Machu. Keep on mentioning you, mate. But I think you are getting paid, my friend. We have got 17-5 now for South Africa with a kick to come as well. He's good, but he's not as good as Richie Mo'unga as well. Yeah, it's too bad that people hold him to such a high standard that the second he doesn't performing, they drag him as well, says Katie Dixon. And Roger Tuivasa-Sheck is playing for Auckland and the Blues, and hopefully he gets into the All Blacks. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. 39 metres out. He hasn't had an easy day with the drop kicks here, Davids, but that is 2 quick tries for South Africa, which is exactly what they would have been wanting. Bowden took a boot to the face against Fiji. His face literally looked like someone rubbed a cheese grater on it as well. And yeah, that's the thing. Then he came back and played the next game up against Fiji as well. So fair play to him to be coming off the bench, even though he looked like he had been through the walls, Bowden Barrett. But that one was a good try for Davids. Huge hit on one of the USA players after dropping the ball. And South Africa were able to make the most of it. Now they're sitting 2 minutes 50. 2 minutes 50. My voice is trying to disappear. 2 minutes 50 left in this one. They've been able to keep that one in USA, but now it's going to be another penalty to South Africa. We haven't got in there. I wonder if he feels the pressure of performing as well as Richie. Yeah, Richie at the moment, like 3 try assists, I think I saw he got in that last game up against Fiji. So he will feel pressure for a spot, but sometimes that kind of competition between two guys can actually make both of their games elevate to that next level kind of thing. Jordy Barrett is horrible. He's overrated. People only like him because he can kick for the half of the time. He misses the kick as well. There's Immortals. Yeah, it's one of those ones. I think his height does get in that situation of really helping him out in terms of being able to get under that high ball. Another drop ball by the USA. And because of it now, it is going to be the scrum feed. I think the rain's really affecting both of these guys. That looks like a terrible knock to the head there for, I think it was Selvin Davis. No, it wasn't. Who is it? It is the man in the number 12 jersey, Hans, I think, the try scorer. And that didn't look too good for him at all. That is a player that they don't want to be missing heading into the next games. We haven't got guilty as charged lower to Jordy Barrett, as well says Katie. But at this stage, yeah, Hans just looking a little bit rough. I feel like he's got to go off the field for an HIA, I guess. Unless, of course, they have different rules to the union, depending on how it goes. We haven't got, I like Ian Foster, I love a Barrett. Or I'm like Ian Foster, I love a Barrett. And yeah, I've got this man on a stick here, Ian Foster. He does love himself a Barrett. Feel like him and Kieran are our 2 mascots. So maybe for the channel membership emojis, maybe we need to look at getting one of this man, although I'm not sure how to do it without getting in trouble by the New Zealand Rugby Association. But at this stage now, it is just a little bit of a stoppage in play, and it is going to be a scrum in the front row now for South Africa. And at this stage, it's going to be interesting. I don't think USA can get back into this match unless they score 2 tries in incredibly quick succession. They definitely need one with about 10 seconds left so that they can have one more kickoff opportunity. I'm just looking at that contact once again. He tried to make the tackle there. It was Hans, and he just ended up getting well and truly mammoth in that one. Oh, God, yes, Kieran and Fozzie emojis as well. Says Katie, we have actually got the Kieran one done. That's going to be a great run for the USA. And could this be the opportunity? He's going to be running forward. He blew it a little bit, and he's going to be pulled up short. No, he made it. That is lucky because of the fact he almost blew that opportunity there, but the USA now have scored the try. And it's right between the posts, so it's going to be a nice, easy kicking attempt. And the USA now, they're going to have 1 minute left to be able to do so. This kick needs to go over, and he has got that one. So now the score is going to be 12 to the USA and 17 to South Africa. This one's going to be a close finish. I'll give you a Fozzie emoji, some goggle eyes. I bet you could get away with it as well, or googly eyes, says Katie as well. I don't understand why people can hate D-Mac. The amount of hits he takes a game and gets straight back up is amazing. He thinks, or he just plays how New Zealand need to play. I think him and Richie will be a great combo. Yeah, I absolutely love watching Damian McKenzie play. Like, it's one of those ones, with the size that he is, he shouldn't be able to take the amount of punishment. They've kicked it out on the full there, the USA, and they may have just blown that opportunity because now it's going to be 20 seconds left now in this match. Perry Baker on the field for the last 20 seconds, but at this stage, he may not even get a chance to touch that ball. 10 seconds left now. It's going to be one contact here for South Africa, and then from there, it will become this situation of now he's just going to hold on to the ball here, South Africa, waiting for the contact. And from here, that is going to be the siren. It's going to be now Pretorius running forward, trying to go to ground and straight in there, trying to get the ball. That's kicked into touch. And South Africa win this one. They were very lucky in that regard that the USA kicked that one out on the full. But that means now South Africa are going to be qualifying top, and they are both going through to the quarterfinals. We have got Go Ireland, says Darnell. And unfortunately, sadly, Ireland aren't going to be in the quarterfinals. They did miss out just by a little bit because of the fact that Kenya scored a last-minute try. So instead, it's going to be Canada taking that 8th place position. We have got there giving people giving DMAC because they are jealous of how amazing he is. There's literally nothing bad to say about him as well. And we have got had the Slovenia B-ball player Luca for 30 points and to play against the Boomers yesterday for $4. Duffy in the women's triathlon to win at $6.50. First try converted in the Africa-Kenya game yesterday, $1.87. So you have just made yourself $260, mate, off $2. So congratulations there. That is very impressive indeed. Well done, South Africa, says David, and congratulations, South Africa. Well done, says Katie as well. But now with that result, we will now know, I believe, who is playing in the quarterfinals matchup. So we'll get that information for you guys right now. We will be able to work out exactly who it is going to be. Maybe it won't be out just yet. They might be a little bit behind. It still says to be confirmed at this stage. But I believe it is who plays, or I believe it will be whoever qualified first will then be playing the team who qualified in 8th. I think is the way that it's done. Who's playing next, says Darnell. It will be, I believe it's going to be the quarterfinals matchups coming up in this one. Congratulations, mate, as well, says Katie. And at this stage, we will quickly just wait a couple more minutes to see whether or not it does get announced with who is going to be playing who. But I don't think we'll be a mile off, and it's going to be exciting to see those next matchups. And, of course, now that the pool stage is over, every game matters. And that is exactly what's going to be happening. I might actually update my points differential as well for this pool. So it was the win for South Africa, so they are going to be finishing top of this pool on 9 points. USA going to be having 7, and there was only a 7-point difference in this game, somewhere around there, I think. And then 5-point difference. So because of it, that means that USA are going to be finishing with +2 as their end score, and South Africa are going to be getting the boost of 5, so that puts them on 33. Just going to confirm that. Make sure that I've got that right, and I do indeed. So, right, we will put that up. So these are how the pools have finished now. Pool A, New Zealand, Argentina going through automatically. Australia do still qualify. Then in Pool B, it is going to be Fiji and Great Britain. They both qualify, and Canada also are going to be the dark horse who do get to go through, and then South Africa and the USA are going to be finishing top of that. So now looking at the scores here, does mean we've got ourselves an announcement, ladies and gentlemen. In terms of the, is it the semi-final? Do they get a chance at a semi-final here? The Irish side, maybe they do. But the games tonight, it is going to be as follows. At 7:30 New Zealand time, it is going to be Ireland taking on South Korea. At at 8 o'clock, it is going to be Kenya taking on Japan. Then it is going to be 8:30. It's going to be New Zealand taking on Canada. So they'll be pretty happy with that result, New Zealand, being able to take on the Canadians there. Then the second quarterfinal at 9 p.m. is going to be Great Britain taking on the USA. That's going to be a good matchup. Third quarterfinal, South Africa taking on Argentina. Oh, that's a good one. And that means now that the last game of the night is going to be Fiji taking on Australia. So that's going to be a tough matchup. But if anyone can do it, it is going to be Australia the way that we were playing in the early stages, which then means that we are going to be waiting to see who will be qualifying in terms of going through to the semi-finals. We have got NZ versus Puma yesterday to win at 20-30 at $5, and Canada to win today at NZ and Africa, says Machu as well. Did we miss George, the Kiwi Lads, as well, says Katie. I think he said that he is going to be coming around 3:30, so maybe he will still be here for the later stages of the next one. And we have got and there, I was gonna do my best to stay up. Send me your positive vibes, y'all. Send me your awaking vibes as well. Yes, so that means that the last game is going to be taking place at around 3 a.m. or so USA time. So that's going to be hard. Thanks for the update, says Kyle. No worries, mate. But for anyone who is just tuning in now, the quarterfinal matches are going to be as follows: New Zealand versus Canada, Great Britain versus USA, South Africa versus Argentina, and Fiji versus Australia. We have got do you floss, says Alan Cook. Believe it or not, with the teeth gap that I've got in the middle, not a lot gets stuck there, so I don't normally need to do it at the front. Occasionally, though, I will do it for the back ones, but it's not like a daily one, but it's like relatively a little bit, Thanks for the update as well. And also in the chat, Katie is hoping she will be able to stay up for these later games. But nonetheless, I think that is almost going to be the end of this live stream. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you are new, we are going to be back later on tonight, 7:30 New Zealand time. Is going to be the first game, and that is going to be between the two sides of Ireland and South Korea. I feel like what I might do, I might get a bit cheeky And I may start doing the live streams at 8:30, which is the New Zealand versus Canada game. I may end up missing those first two because they are for the positions of the 9 to 12 semi-finals. So it is just going to be Ireland versus South Korea and also Kenya versus Japan. But 8:30, I think, will be roughly the time that I do start out so that we do hopefully keep our voice and also gives us just a little bit more time to be able to finish filming. And maybe we'll do a live stream if that is something you guys are keen for. I will talk to George. I like you. What I like you. What about your previous? Well, says Alan. I mean, I can't. I don't know what my. This is weird, Alan. I don't know where you go with this, but Mr. Anonymous says he go Fiji. Yeah, Fiji versus Australia are going to be a tough game for both sides. I feel like Fiji, the way that they were able to break Great Britain, I feel like they'll have a decent chance of being able to possibly beat Australia there, but it's going to be a good game to watch. That is for sure. We have got there. Okay, from David and love y'all, says Katie. But nonetheless, I do appreciate you all being here. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and we will be back in a few hours' time in approximately 5.5 for our next live stream. But all of you, be sure to take care and don't spend it all at once. Much as well. Wait, when you're streaming or when you're starting, as well, says Kyle. So the live streams are going to start at 8:30 or so, maybe 8:25, and then the ones for the next game, or maybe if we do a gaming live stream, we will be, if it does happen, could be around that 4 p.m. mark. But we will have to wait and see whether or not George is keen on that idea. But yeah, we will be back later on tonight, though. Worst case scenario. But thank you all very much. We'll see you all a little bit later on.